Hi everyone, my name is Audrey and welcome to my channel. Today I'm giving you a new weekly reading vlog. So today is Saturday morning, almost 11 though, so it's quite late in the morning. I just closed last week's vlog and here we are for the new week. Today we are leaving during the afternoon because my son has a friend's birthday party he's attending, which is at this place where they have trampolines and stuff, whatever those are. So he's going there and it's a bit further into the city, so we are going to stay in the city, read at a cafe, and pick up our son and come back home afterwards. So that's the plan for this afternoon. I am currently still reading this one. Hopefully, like, my goal is to finish it at the cafe today. Like, this cannot go on. I need to finish this ASAP for sure. Afterwards, I think I'm gonna bring also my Kobo so that I can start maybe a book on there. And I also need to focus on the diviners. I think that's one that I'm gonna be focusing on because, yeah, I need to make progress on that and move quickly to Lair of Dreams, which is here. Anyways, it's a mess. I don't have enough space for everything in here. I do also want to start this one because it is a big book. I also have the Ship of Destiny I need to make some progress in, so I don't know which to pick. So many choices and I don't know. I want to pick them all. I won't, but yeah. Anyways, I'm behind also reading. I'm supposed to be reading 263 pages per day. I have not been able to do that so far. So I do need to pick up the pace a bit. I don't think I'll be able to manage 263 pages per day because it's a lot. I don't read fast. I have a lot of things going on, even if it is the summer break. But we do spend a lot of days at the waterpark. When it's nice out, we do have some cleaning stuff to do in the house and some cheerleading. Tomorrow we've got a cheerleading class. I say we, but it's my son. Should be able to go ahead and read there as well. And then what else? I think that's it for now. That, like, whatever is planned for the week, that's pretty much it. So I don't know what we're gonna do for the rest of the week. It really depends on the weather and stuff. We do want to go for bike rides as well. So we're gonna try and see where we could do that when it's not too hot outside. So a bit of that. Right now, I'm going to be updating my journals. We're gonna eat lunch in maybe a half an hour and then leave with our things. And that's pretty much it for now. So on that note, I will see you a little bit later with some updates and probably some footage of something. So see ya. everyone. So I am now officially done with this book. And it was very rough to go through and to finish. I went through it quickly nonetheless, but it was painful. I hated this book so much. I'm overly disappointed because I was recommended this when I finished The Hunger Games. Maybe it has something to do with like it not passing the test of time, maybe. But I don't feel like I would have enjoyed this book back then when I was reading The Hunger Games. This is horrible. I hate it. Things I've already said before. So for the characters, they're not necessarily likable. They don't have much to them. The concept has so many flaws. It's really, really hard to get into that concept of being ugly and then getting multiple operations during your life just to be pretty because the government decided that. And they kind of control the population by having them turned pretty and creating these lesions in the brain. And some don't have those lesions, like the ones who need like a sharp brain. They take that away. So first of all, concept-wise, it has a lot of flaws, and I don't get it. It makes no sense at all. I feel like the author is trying too hard to try to make social commentary on beauty standards that are a plague today still. It was a plague in the 2000s. I remember as a teen, when I was in high school in the early 2000s, it was something that was already talked about, how beauty standards were way too high standards and unrealistic, and it was causing more harm than good. It was already the talk then. It still is, but I don't think it's as bad as it was before. But this was written, I think, in 2011, so like it was still a talk at the time. So I can get that, but like, what is your point? What is this concept bringing to the conversation? Absolutely nothing. And it's not making sense. And it's just, I don't know, an excuse of trying to be relevant when you're not. And it's so clumsy and it's not working at all. Like, no. Also, the technology in here doesn't add anything to the story. I don't understand how like hoverboards are the technology, but like make it make sense. Okay, the technology should be bringing something new to the story, should be bringing this era to being better, but like this technology makes no sense at all. It just looks cool to be flying on the board. The science stuff with the brain is so simplified, and I hate that so much. The characters are not coherent with one another. They're fighting for their lives, but at the same time, like they're gonna laugh and then, oh my God, it's fighting for my life. And now I'm really, really scared. And then the next second they're laughing again, like life was fine. Make it make sense, please. I hate when things are incoherent. It's really one of my biggest pet peeves as a theater major. This is like the basic stuff that I was taught to make everything coherent. If you want people to be emotionally invested in your story, in your character, it needs to be coherent. Otherwise, there's no point in doing any of it. So yeah, when things are incoherent, like in this one, like I'm not buying it. I haven't been buying it from the beginning, but still. And the other thing is that I feel like the author is also trying to have a social commentary on our society of now that is the past of this society in the book, the present moment. So when they talk about like the Rusties, which is basically us before this new era started, it's just so judgmental and simplified, and like all it has also like a bit of talk of the environment and stuff, and we were so this and that and so stupid. The Russians were so stupid to think this and to think that, and they were this, and like full of judgments, and it's not getting any point across. Like if you're wanting to say a social commentary about that, like please make it a point like where you're not judging us and you're not ridiculing us, making us like look like idiots. I don't know. It's not done as a way of like, hey, maybe we should think about this. Like maybe we should take a moment to look at what we're doing and it's horrible and just like try to make it better in the future. No, he's just pointing us and laughing at us like a bully and saying, you guys were idiots and look what happened to you. As if there's present society is better. Like, I hate it. I hate how all of this was handled. And it was just too much for me. And I hated it so much. And I gave it a 1 star, unfortunately. I am going to be reading book number 2 because I do own it. I know. I don't think this series is redeemable. It is a prompt for something, one of my readathons. So I am going to be reading it. But I cannot wait to unhaul these books and move it along. And I'm probably not going to finish the series, just read the first 2 books and that's going to be it because I cannot stand it anymore. So enough ranting about this. I managed to read 116 pages, I think, today. So for finishing Uglies. And now I think I'm going to move on to the diviners just so I can make some progress in the dedicated vlogs. I only have 1 book left for the Aurelian readathon that I was rolling over. So that's going to be doable way before September. But I also have like so many other priority books. This is being one of them. And the other books that I have left is An Ember in the Ashes. And I do not own that book. So I'm probably going to be buying it physically because I've been told like amazing things about this series. Even if it's an older one, I've heard just great things. So I'm probably going to be buying it physically and I'll have to order it and it's going to take a good 2 weeks before it arrives. So I won't be picking it up like just right now. So I'm going to move on to this one and make sure that I do make some progress in Lyra Dreams and make some progress in this dedicated vlog. So it is supper time-ish, but yeah, I'm gonna be reading this. After supper, I might go back to editing because I do need a new video for tomorrow that was scheduled, and I do need to plan a bit for TikTok. I might do that tomorrow during cheerleading class, but the planning, I mean, but we'll see. And some more reading and trying to make some progress, all that good stuff. Anyways, I'm rambling at this point. So that's it for me right now. I'll update you a little bit later with some more updates. This is going good. I'm happy. I'm feeling I have this accomplishment feeling that I love. So really happy with that. So this vlog is starting out great. So yeah, I'll see you later. Hi everyone, it is Sunday morning, the 5th of July. We went to the cafe this morning because my son had his cheerleading class. I did bring a book and I was supposed to be reading Ship of Destiny. I ended up not reading at all because I had a phone call from a colleague, a friend, and she really needed a friend. So I listened a lot and had a 1-hour phone call with her. And afterwards, I just didn't feel like picking up a book. I just tried to plan ahead for everything that goes with like content, all that stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much what I did during the last hour-ish that I was there. And now I'm back home, ate lunch. I just updated the dedicated vlog. Oh, yeah. So I did make some progress in this one. I read until a page 126. So maybe what, 40, 50 pages-ish? No, 60, 80 pages-ish. So happy with where I'm at the moment. So that's good. If you want my thoughts, you're going to have to watch the dedicated vlog that hopefully will be soon up and uploaded. But yeah, I'm enjoying myself. I'm trying to make good progress into it so I can actually put that video out. But yeah, I did read. I was struggling though for the last couple of pages that I wanted to get to in order to update that vlog. I'm going through like 25% marks to do updates, and like the last couple of pages to get to that mark were rough. It was late yesterday evening and I was falling asleep and trying really hard not to fall asleep and rereading passages and lines, and it was rough, but I got through it, thankfully. But yeah, just finished doing that update. I do want to get to the computer to edit some stuff out, continue to read. I'm probably going to be, yes, making some progress in this, but also in something else, and I'm not sure what. I think I'm gonna force myself to read up Ship of Destiny, make some progress in this one, because I feel like this one, if I don't pick it up and pick a new book because I feel like picking up a new book, this one is gonna stay at this point and I won't be making any progress in it. And I love Robin Hobb, so there's no reason for me not to pick it up. So I think that's gonna be my focus on for today. So yeah, I'm gonna make myself a cup of coffee and I'll update you a little bit later with probably some reading updates or whatever else I decide to film. So yeah. Hi everyone, it is now a Monday morning, the 6th of July, and I am so sorry for all of this noise in the background because my son is watching TV so loudly. Anyways, it is a nice day outside. We are not going to the water park today because I wanted a calm day, and we were not prepared with like grocery and stuff for a day out. We do need to go get groceries today. And we are probably going to be leaving the house for our first bike ride of the season as a family. So we're probably going to be doing that by the end of the day. It is midday. It's probably lunchtime, somewhere in there. I have been going to bed quite late since I finished school because I don't want to go to bed because that's when I'm reading. So it's a good thing because I have been reading a lot, but yeah. So first off, I have made some good progress in the Diviners because I read 116, I think, pages. I'm halfway through, which is awesome. I'm still loving it so much, but I won't be talking about it because I do have a dedicated vlog for it. So you'll just have to go and watch that. But I'll speak only for the first book because it's the only one that I've read. But that first book is just top tier young adult book. It's so good. Anyways, loving it. I had a hard time putting it down, but I didn't want to continue before updating that dedicated vlog, which I just did just right now, and I didn't want to continue, so I put it down. But I was kind of on a roll and a momentum of reading those chapters in. I was reading quite quickly, surprisingly, but I did put it down so I could update, and it was late yesterday evening, so I didn't update yesterday. I updated just now, and then I decided to pick up this one instead and try to stop because I am trying not to stay stuck at that point. I did not make as much progress as I wanted because I fell asleep after like 8 pages of this one. Unfortunately, kind of broke the momentum I was having, but it is what it is. I did read just a little bit earlier, so I am now on page 187. I am hoping to get to page 259 because that will be a new part of the book. So a new season here. It is divided kind of in parts, mostly by season. Books 1 and 2 was also divided that way, but didn't necessarily have like 1, 2, 3 parts. But there are different seasons. So till the next change of season, I have maybe 75 pages, which is a lot because it takes me quite a bit of time to read, but I'm making some progress. I'm already a little bit further than where I was, and I'm a bit stressed out, to be honest. So much frustration, and I forgot how frustrating it was to read Robin Hobb books. I hate the satrap. Right now, we were following Malta and the satrap and Keki. I hate those. I hate them so much. So much. But Malta was very, very annoying at the beginning when we first met her in the first book. And I hated her as well. And then she kind of grew. And her character got to go through things that made her grow up and realize how privileged she was and how spoiled and bratty she was. And she's kind of growing, and she's growing on me. So I enjoy her so much more now. And I really, really now wish her the best and to get out of that. And she is understanding she's going to have to do whatever, even if she's so frustrated as well. She's going to have to do it to survive. I'm at the part where she was rescued by the Chalcidian galley, which is not a good sign. And the satrap is coming back into his old, annoying, arrogant self. So there's that. I don't know where this is going to go, and I'm a bit scared, honestly. But yeah, I'm happy we're also following a dragon. That I'm happy with. That we're reading its point of view. I love that so much. We didn't get to see that really in Assassin's Quest when that was introduced-ish. But now that we're actually going through their minds, I love it so much. So it's a part I'm really enjoying. I want to see Althea now. I want to see where Kenneth is. I want to see where all of them are. But the chapters are so long. Sometimes it takes a long time to go back. Wintro, like, where is he at? I feel like it's been a long time since I've read about him. Well, it's been a long time since I picked up the book. But anyways, I just cannot wait to get to those characters, and hopefully I'll read them in the next like 75 pages ish, which is like not that much. But yeah, exciting. So I'm going to probably just now continue on reading for a bit. Maybe another chapter. The next chapter has quite a bit of pages. That's the thing. 30 pages. Nothing less. So it's going to probably take me an hour to go through those 30 pages. But I'm going to get to the end of that chapter for now. And afterwards, probably get to the computer, maybe go to the grocery store. I do want to do some more editing and try to catch up on my planning of scheduled videos. If I'm not mistaken, I should have one out today. So, and the next one would be in 2 days or tomorrow. I don't remember anymore. Yeah, I think it's going to be in 2 days. So I do want to catch up and start filming for TikTok as well. So I'll need to do that. We might go tomorrow to the water park. We'll have to check that out with my husband and the weather. But yeah, on that note, I'm going to leave you at that. Get some more reading done. Get some fresh air probably. And I'll see you with some more updates and maybe some B-roll of something. So.
I'm losing my mind, but you don't wanna
Hey everyone, we are now late in the afternoon of Wednesday, the 8th of July. So I think it's around 4 p.m. Yesterday we ended up going to the water park. Today we were just taking a day off. It is a nice day today, but I didn't end up going outside. Yesterday was really rough on both me and my husband physically. The sun was so hot and we put on sunscreen. As you can see, I've taken some colors, and like I need FPS of 60 at least in order to protect my very pale see-through skin. And I've been putting it on a lot, like very regularly. I'm very strict on the sunscreen routine because I know myself. When I was a teen, I did get burned quite a bit, and I am scared of skin cancer and stuff like that. So I do take this seriously, and I apply a lot of sunscreen, and I still end up being red. Like there's no way I can tan. It's not physically possible with my skin. So yeah, I didn't really burn. I don't think I had a sunburn, but I am a little bit more red than I was. And it was just so hot when the sun was out, and there was barely any clouds. For a tiny bit, there was a little bit of clouds. That was pretty much it. We had a lot of fun. We stayed there for a long time. My son actually managed to do 2 new rides that he's never done before, because last year he was too small to get to them. And this year he's just on that line where he's allowed to actually go do those rides. He can do basically every ride except for one, because there's a weight thing on it. Like physically, it's too dangerous if you're too lightweight, if that makes sense. And my son is very light, even for his age. So like we're far away from being able to ride that one. But all of the other ones he can actually do. So he was really happy. He's kind of a scaredy cat when it comes to rides and stuff, which is fine because I was also that way. And there's one of them that he really wanted to try. My husband hates when it's so sunny outside that you wait in line for so long that you get sunburns. And I get that. It's true. That's where people get the most burns, but it's while you're waiting in line. But at the same time, like I get bored of only doing the rivers and like the stuff that you don't really wait for. So yeah, my son really wanted to try something new. He was brave because he had to go up quite a bit up, not that much, but he still had to climb for a bit to get to that one. And it goes pretty fast. It's called the Turbo 6. So you have like 6 people at the same time, and it twirls a bit, closed tunnel, and then it just comes out and you pretty much land. Like there's a bit of a hill and then you land. And he was scared, but he really wanted to do it, so he did. And we went together. It's usually 6 at a time. We went together, and then at the end we were looking for him, and he had a hard time like actually starting to slide. And he told us that the lady up there helped him out. Poor baby. We couldn't help him, but yeah, she helped him and he managed to slide. And he was really happy, and he was so proud of himself. Like when we were still waiting up in the air, he was shaking like a leaf. Poor baby. But he really loved it, and he wanted to do it again, which we did not because there was too many people. And again, the line thing. And then there's another one that's kind of like a rapid kind of slide-ish. It's not steep. It's more like mixed with a bumpy car type of thing. It's complicated to explain. Anyways, you need to be a certain height. So yeah, he wanted to try that one. And when we went, there weren't that many waiting in line. So we did it just in time because people came around right after us. So that was good. We did that one. I don't like to do that one too many times because you do tend to get stuck there. And you need other people to bump you out of certain areas, which I hate, being stuck in a slide somewhere. But Yeah, he really loved it. He didn't get stuck, so that was fine. He loved it. So we tried a lot of new things yesterday, and I was really proud of my son. He wanted to do more, but my husband was like not into it at all. Yeah, they're kind of in opposite moods, but yeah, we're trying to find compromises, and sometimes like always saying yes to things isn't always the best either. Anyways, parenting wise. But yeah, we had a great time, but it just took all of the energy out from us, like both of us. It wasn't too bad for me driving back home, but when we got back and ate supper afterwards, that's when I really crashed down. My husband was crashing in the car, like he was falling asleep and fighting not to fall asleep in the car, even though I told him to sleep, like please sleep. It's annoying because he kept going like this. Yeah, he fought it like throughout the whole car ride. But yeah, we ate and then we went to bed really, really early. And I stayed in bed quite early this morning because I was that tired. I feel like the sun just drained all the energy out of us like real bad. So even though it was really, really fun, it wasn't that hot, but having it like always there without any clouds was really draining. So yeah, I didn't manage to read, unfortunately, yesterday. It was too much for me. I did bring my book with me by the side of my bed, but there was no way I was gonna be able to open it up, which I did not. I wanted to do some editing. I wanted to do some stuff here and there. Didn't get to do it. I got out of bed quite late as well. I think I just needed it, which is fine. And then by the time I got up, took a shower, I didn't do any Pilates today. I did more of a stretching routine. The other thing is, yeah, yesterday with like the walking around, which isn't like too bad, but if you've been following me, I've had problems with my periosteitis for a while. When I did ballet 6 years ago ish, I stopped when COVID arrived and I was just really, really burned out. And I continued to do ballet even though I had this injury. I did rest, I did do taping, all that stuff, but I was still continuing, just not completely stopping. I was continuing, but I was still listening to the body. If it hurt too much, like I would stop. I would modify exercises and stuff like that. But COVID arrived, and then I decided to just completely stop doing ballet for multiple reasons. I really, really love dancing, but for many, many reasons, I decided to stop, which I'm fine with. But yeah, I wasn't really active afterwards, except trying to do Pilates at home, which was fine. But then I started doing cheerleading a tiny bit this year. And as soon as I need to run a tiny bit, like it comes back like this. So yeah, I've been seeing a physical therapist for that because the problem is my muscles, they contract and they never uncontract. Like they just stay contracted all the time. My calves are hurting so bad. I've got like massage yoga balls and stuff to do with them so that like my muscles can actually learn to like decontract. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to be stuck with that for the rest of my life. So I hate it. I do need to be more active. That's for sure to stay healthy. But it's also going to mean a lot of work afterwards because every time that I do something, I do need to do the massage routine and all that. And yesterday, for some reason, the different stuff we did go to the wave pool and we did stay a bit longer, like through the bigger waves. And I don't know if it was like that part because you're kind of jumping in the pool to ride the waves. I'm guessing that's it. But my calves hurt so bad, like really, really bad. And so this morning I decided to do no Pilates because it was late, but also because I was hurting. And I did some stretching instead. Didn't do much. And I did do the massage things and it still hurts so bad. It's terrible, really, really terrible. And I'm not seeing my physical therapist until August, I think. So there's that. Anyway, so dealing with that today. And I ended up eating, showering, I did the dishes because there was a lot. So I did a good, like most of it, maybe 75% of the dishes. There's still a bit left, but I was tired of it. So leaving that for later, and brushed the dog. And here we are, ready to do something else. I don't know what. I think I need to edit and stuff, but the thing is, if I do go and edit, I probably won't be picking up a book, and I really want to pick up a book. So I don't know. I'm kind of undecisive here. The last time I read, I didn't even get to the part I wanted to get to. So I still have a chapter left before we switch to the part where it says like winter. So yeah, I didn't manage to get to the mark I was giving myself to go to. So I don't know. I also wanted to like reset a couple of things, make sure I'm ready to go for videos and content and all that stuff. I want to plan out a 24-hour readathon. I don't know. I want to plan lives as well. And I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to be doing that. I should sit down to plan that out. But yeah. Okay. I think what I am going to do is to get to the mark I wanted to get to, which is page 150 something. 254. 255. Okay. Finish 255. And then move on to some editing and planning and whatever. I did film some bits here and there yesterday and the day before for the vlog, but also for maybe TikTok videos, like a day in the life type of situation. So I'm trying to think about ways to film every day, so just that I can have content. That's something that some people did tell me before, where sometimes we're dealing with deadlines and not enough time to do everything we want to do, but like social media is really, really important for my business. Like it was mostly for my business that I was told that, but I could do that. I can apply that to my channels as well, because it is social media. But they told me to always have my phone ready to film like everything and anything, and just keep that footage without necessarily like making a video right now with that footage, if that makes sense. So just to build up kind of a bank of videos that you can use pretty much when you want, when it suits you best, and then upload them when it suits you, and reuse some videos, some things here and there that could be useful, which I thought was a good idea, but I haven't been applying that too much in my life. I kind of forget. It's not like a reflex that I have to think about that. So yesterday at the water park, I did do that. And at the park while I was reading, I did do that as well. But like TikTok, I do them on the other side of the phone, like format, whatever. Instead of like this, I film them horizontally. So when I'm filming for the vlog, I'll do like one pan of something, B-roll, and then I'll do the same one again with the camera flipped. So it's not in the same format. So I'm kind of doing like for both at the same time, I guess, but not necessarily uploading it and editing it at the same time. That makes sense. So I'm trying really, really hard. I was supposed to do a 5 years on BookTube, because it has been 5 years a couple of days ago. That the July the 2nd was my 5-year BookTube anniversary, and I haven't done anything for that. I did a small post, but I wanted to do a video and I don't know what to do. So I don't want to put up a video just so I have something up. I would prefer having a genuine video that I really want to put out. And I don't know what that content is going to be. So I need to think about that. I might just do sprints as well, instead of just like doing a full video. I don't know. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to be doing, but I have to think about that. So I'm going to read these last 20 pages I've got left, and then move upstairs and get to the computer planning stuff and editing and all that. So I'm going to do that, and I'll update you a little bit later with something else. I don't know what, but something else for sure. And I'll see you a little bit later.
back in the same round, yeah. Feels like it's out of our control. Punch in, punch out, swimming in debt till we all drown, yeah. No, I can't take it anymore. Too numb to be bitter, too gone to be triggered. Think I need to switch up, so let's have an existential crisis. Everything's on fire, so we go back to our devices. Forget that we're alive if we just take the wind and ride it. Things will be alright, maybe.
Hi everyone, it is Thursday the 9th of July in the afternoon. I am about to start filming. I do not have any reading updates for you today. Unfortunately, I did not get to pick up my book. I was wanting to pick up The Diviners, which I didn't yesterday. I ended up finishing the part I wanted to finish in Ship of Destiny. Here. I'm now on Winter. I don't think there's another part like this where it changes. I haven't seen it quickly like this. I haven't seen it, but I did make it to that part, but it's the only reading I've done yesterday. I didn't pick up Diviners. I was editing. I edited 3 vlogs and now I'm up to date with the vlogs. I still want to kind of like edit both of my dedicated vlogs like right now because there's going to be a lot of clips in them and I don't want it to be too much of a hassle to edit once I've got all of the clips, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to do it like bit by bit. That's one thing I've got left to do-ish, but it's not necessarily urgent. And now I'm moving on to TikTok videos. So I'm starting to film that. That's what I'm about to do. This morning, we went ahead and ran some errands. We bought really boring adult stuff, but very much needed. We bought a weed eater and a vacuum because I was not going to survive without a vacuum any longer. I haven't tried it just yet. I'll probably be doing that tomorrow. I also got some soil for plants because my plants I've got here, they do need a little bit of love and some of them really need to change, to expand their pots. So I'm gonna transplant them, a couple of them for sure. Yeah, probably tomorrow. And I got the call that my son's classes were ready to go pick up. So we're gonna go do that just before we leave for his tumbling class, which means we'll leave in a little less than 2 hours, an hour and a half maybe. That gives me plenty of time to film some TikTok videos. I've got 2 that I can already use. Well, 2 clips I can use. I also have a couple of ideas and I do want to do like an update of my bullet journals. I wanted to do something with my book counter, just to show like every book I've read so far in 2026 with the counter and the books that I'm showing, something like that. So that's gonna be the afternoon. I have not gotten myself any cup of coffee today, so I'm gonna take care of that. Probably an iced coffee for today. And then when we leave, we're gonna go for the glasses, but afterwards it's tumbling, which means it's only 1 hour long. And I'm going to be bringing my book so I can make some progress in The Diviners because I want to finish this one ASAP and move on to book number 2. So yeah, I don't think I'll have time to edit any of my TikTok videos. I'll take care of that when I come back home this evening. And that's going to be all for me right now. So I'll see you in a bit. Hi everyone, it is Friday, noon-ish. I unfortunately do not have a lot to update you. Reading-wise, yesterday I did read a tiny bit, but the thing is, starting the beginning of the afternoon yesterday, when we came back home from our errands and ate lunch, all that, I started having a headache, which is annoying, and it just kept on growing and morphed into a migraine-ish. I don't technically have like real migraines. These headaches are like, it's not a small headache. They're intense. And I was having a really hard time, even though I took some meds to keep the headache at bay, I still had a lot of hard time focusing and being able to do pretty much anything. So by the time we got back home, ate supper, I was out because it just kept getting worse and worse and worse as the hours went by. So I went to bed hoping I'd get up and the headache would be gone. It was not. So that was fun. I went back to sleep early in the morning and then got up at around, I think, 9:30ish, which is quite late for me. I did my Pilates. I still had a headache, especially when I got up. So I did my Pilates, showered, breakfast. I just finished filming 2 clips for TikTok videos that I needed to get to that I didn't do yesterday. And now I'm feeling better. I did take some more meds for the headache and it's still like there. I can still feel it, but it's very, very light. I can endure it. So I'm good for now. And I do have enough energy to get things done. I do need to go eat lunch. I just made coffee. So that's good. That might be the reason why I had a headache yesterday, because it took me a long time to get coffee in my body. And sometimes that may be a trigger. Maybe not. I did make myself an iced coffee and that doesn't always hit the spot the same way as hot coffee would. But anyways, we also ended up going yesterday before a cheerleading class, getting my son's glasses. So we got that. And now I'm going to eat a bit and I'm going to get working on my plants because I need to transplant most of them. So I'm going to be working on that, filming also probably some TikTok videos so I can have a bit of a content of something. But I will also be doing a B-roll of me working with the plants as well. I'm guessing it's going to take me a good hour to 2 hours to get all that done. But yeah, but otherwise I haven't read any more of like the couple of pages I read during the tumbling class. So I don't have any more reading updates to give you, unfortunately. I am going to close the vlog this evening, but I'm giving myself a little bit more time to actually finish, get to some reading and some stuff. I will be editing also after the plants. And yeah, that's the plan pretty much for today. I'll see how much I actually get done, but I'll update you a little bit later.
Stand up, sit down, every day stuck in the same round, yeah, feels like it's out of our control. Punch in, punch out, swimming in debt till we all drown, yeah, no, I can't take it anymore. Too numb to be bitter, too gone to be triggered, think I need to switch up, so let's have an existential crisis, everything's on fire, so we go back to our devices, forget that we're alive, if we just take the wave and ride it, things will be alright, maybe we're dying, but it's fine, yeah, yeah. High stakes, bad luck, tired of turning up tough love, yeah, when will we ever catch a break? Too late, time's up, falling behind, feeling so stuck, yeah, praying that things will finally change. Too numb to be bitter, too gone to be triggered, think I need to switch up, oh, let's have an existential crisis, everything's on fire, so we go back to our devices, forget that we're alive, if we just take the wave and ride it, things will be alright, maybe we're dying, but it's fine, yeah, yeah. If we
Hi everyone, it is Saturday morning. I'm about to get ready to leave the house, but I did want to update you and close this vlog before I start the new one. I do have some updates, but I won't be able to talk about it that much. First of all, I don't have enough battery left, so I'm gonna have to make this quick. Second of all, it's because I read The Diviners, which I'm going to be talking about in the dedicated vlog. So I read up until page 376. So I've got around 90 pages left till the end of this book. I'm really excited. I stopped reading because it was the middle of the night and I needed to get some sleep in, but I did want to continue reading for sure. Things got exciting and there are a lot of things that I kind of forgot that were happening. And I was trying to put everything back together, put all of the pieces back together in my mind, but yeah, it's been a while. Anyways, really much enjoying this. Should be able to finish this one next week, probably, hopefully today. And I was very productive yesterday, so I ended up doing all of my plants. I still have two plants I need to repot, but I cut them so that they can make some more roots in the water. So right now they're in the water, so they can get better and stronger roots because yeah, I almost unalived those plants. So I'm trying to give them a little bit of an urgent care. So I'll still have those two left to pot once they do have good roots. But other than that, as you probably have seen, my shelves on the windows do have a lot more space than they did because yeah, there's one where the pot is way too big for the shelf now, so I had to put it on the calyx unit that I've got there. And then I got rid of one plant because that one was long gone and it kind of sorted itself that way. So yeah, there's so much more space now on that shelf to get more plants. How unfortunate. I won't be doing that anytime soon anyways for now, maybe this fall. But yeah, and then I did vacuum. I used our new vacuum for the first time. Tell me you're an adult without telling me you're an adult being excited for a new vacuum. That's it can't be adultier than that. It goes really well, so happy with that. But yeah, I really do need to go get my Pilates in and start getting ready for the water park today. So on that note, I'll leave you at that. I hope you enjoy the summer vibe vlog. Like, comment, subscribe if you wish, hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a new video, and I will see you soon in the next one.